In this video clip, I just want to give you a quick overview of the website homepage and also a few tips on locating the townland that you may have an interest in. As you can see, this is the homepage, and you are presented with the main items: the civil records, maps, and library. Again, I've got some drop-down menus here. Civil records gives you a list of the civil records that we have available on the site. We have a map section, a library section, links, and a contact section. Further down the homepage, we've got the interactive map, which has the parishes of Cavan highlighted. You can click on a parish to drill down to the townland map. I'll come back to that in a minute. And towards the bottom of the page, you've got the latest news, articles, tips, and some links to the library and content that's available on the site. Also some advice on searching by name, individual name here. So just going back to carrying out a search for a townland, we have two access routes to townland search. First of all, you've got the search bar here, and by typing in the name of the townland, for instance, if you're looking for the townland of Cloggy, we start typing CLO, and you'll see that the list below gets populated with the closest matches. You can scroll down to that and click the townland you're looking for. When you click here, this brings you to the individual web page for that particular townland. The townland map is brought up here and the townland is highlighted. It's useful just to see that you can scroll around to highlight the adjoining townlands, and this can be very useful for tracing records also. In this list we get a summary on which will tell us what information is available on this particular townland, and you've got all the basic information here. Any related articles can also be accessed from this position, and the earliest information here on Cloggy, as it happens, is the 1609 plantation maps by Bodley, where Cloggy was in fact called Clonkeen. The next available information is the Commonwealth Survey of 1652, at which time the town was called Clonkeen and Auchtervullen. The proprietor was Sir Francis Hamilton, who acquired the lands in 1910, and he was a Scottish planter. The map can be accessed for the 1652 records showing the land holdings at that particular moment in time. The next available record is the Tithe Plotman Books, 1832. You'll see that this list is 12 entries in total. 10 of the entries are shown here. Click next to get any further entries that may turn up here. And again, this list can be filtered by surname, townland name, forename to pin down a particular result. Nothing turned up for the name books of 1836, and the Killashandra census of 1841 is available here for Cloggy. Again, there are 63 entries, and you can go through the entire list from here, and that can be filtered under the various headings which are shown here. And the final available information for Cloggy is the Griffiths valuation of 1857. So just going back to the home page, I'll show you the other way to access a townland, and this is by using the map. So if you have a rough idea where your townland is located, you can scroll around the map of Cavan and again highlight your parish of interest. Clicking on that brings you down to the townland map for that particular parish, and you can then scroll around the parish and each individual townland is highlighted. So if you want to have a look at the townland of let's say Killygarry, click on Killygarry and you're brought to the home page for that particular townland. And again, just useful to note, the townlands which adjoin and which are in the same parish can be highlighted. They can also be clicked on and you can be brought to their particular pages. And there's a summary of the information for this particular townland. I won't go through it in detail here, but I think this will give you an idea as to how to navigate the website looking for a townland.